decided I'd come out here and take a break from working and come out here to my garden and sit by my garden and relax for a few minutes and take in some of this beautiful, beautiful fresh air. Beautiful day today, you all in Chicago. It is absolutely gorgeous. I love it. I love it. I love it when it's nice and warm. I'm not a fan of Chicago in winter. When it's too cold, I don't like it. So I am really, really enjoying the days that we have left for this summer slash fall. It's 81 degrees today here, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. Uh, they said it's gonna be about in the 80s today, and then tomorrow, and then it'll turn to like 50 and lower the rest of the week. Halloween's gonna be cold and rainy or cold and like in the 50s. So I don't care for that type of weather, but some people do. Some people love that cold weather, but I love warm weather. So I was thinking I need to get out and enjoy the beautiful weather before it gets cold. So I don't know if some of you may know I have started a garden this summer this year, and I'm so proud of what I have accomplished. From someone that never knew how to grow a garden at all. This is my first time, but I made a pact or promise to myself that once I bought my house, I was going to start a garden. Um, right now, I'm in a stage in my life where I have reclaimed my life. I've decided that I'm taking back my life and I'm going to enjoy these rest of my years to come, and I won't let stress or any of those things that I used to let bother me, let depress me. Um, I mean, some things you just can't control. God is in control, and I realize that now. So I don't take nothing for granted. I don't. I've decided that I am going to just enjoy my life for the time I have left on this earth. And I'm preparing myself because these times are not doing very well. So I just want to make sure I'm right with God. I want to make sure my family knows that I love them. I want to make sure that I take care of this body that God has blessed me with, this shell that I have, this avatar. I want to make sure that I live my life to the fullest. And I want the people in my life that are good for me. If you're not, you need to step away. And I have done that. I have created my own personal boundaries, and I've decided that I need to love myself. And I just decided I'm going to learn how to have some hobbies and get my mind right, get my body right, get my finances right, get my spiritual life right. And having hobbies is part of that process of getting your mind right, getting your space right, getting your creativity off the chain. And so there was this point in my life where I had to rent this apartment from this lady, and she told me, I shared with her that I wanted to learn how to garden, and her husband heard me say it, and so he said he would teach me how, but unfortunately he had Alzheimer's and ended up passing away a couple years ago. And my landlord lived downstairs, and once he passed away, she said, you can you could go ahead and plant a garden in the backyard. So I was so excited to plant this garden, right? And I went to Home Depot, had wood cut. I learned how to do a raised garden bed from YouTube University. And so I decided that I was going to build this raised bed garden. And so I went and got all the necessary tools, built the garden, put my dirt in there, planted my seeds. And the next thing I know, her niece came and she was wanting had word, I assume, about she would be taking over the property if something should happen to my landlord. So my landlord told me that she was coming over all the time trying to fix things up, and she didn't like the garden. So my landlord let her tear my garden down. And I hadn't grown anything yet. It was still in the process of things growing up out of the dirt and all that. And she destroyed the garden. I was watching her through the window, and she took all the stuff apart. And I asked my landlord, what's going on? I thought you said I could have a garden back here. And she said, I don't want that stuff looking bad in my backyard. And then I thought, wow, that's totally different than what you shared with me and told me I could create it. Now you're saying I can't have it in there. And then it just went to show me, that's when I started realizing, Carmen, you can't be mad at anybody but yourself. You need to work on getting your own home. And then you won't have to worry about anyone telling you you can't have your garden. And so I decided that I was going to take control over my life. I'm going to take control over my finances. I'm going to start getting my money right. And so I decided I was going to get my credit right. Start improving my credit. Start investing, learning how to invest my money. Start building my savings account and learn how to purchase a home. Learn how to handle real estate issues. And so all of these plans that I have for myself is what I've been working on my finances, working on my money, working on my credit, working on my health. And so I decided that I was going to reach out to a young lady and ask her for her assistance, because we don't know how to do all these things, and I'm not a professional when it comes to these issues. So I am willing to help. I put someone else's money in their pocket for their family to help me help my life. And so I reached out to a young lady, a beautiful lady named Danielle, that helps me with my credit. She helps me and advises me on how to get my credit right. And so once I started increasing my credit score, I decided, you know, there are a lot of things that I want to do. I want to build my own home one day. I want to have land and be able to have a huge garden. And I want to have like a farm maybe. And I have a lot of dreams. And hey, I'm 50 years old, and only God knows how long I have here. But while I'm here, I'm going to ride this mother, shut your mouth, and enjoy myself and learn along the process. So she helped me increase my credit score. I saved some money, and I decided, you know what? I'm going to buy my house. So I started looking But then I felt so bad. That's how, I felt bad because my landlord was very ill. And she was like, "You can't go anywhere, not till I pass away." And I was like, "I can't not go nowhere." So, needless to say, once I started looking, nothing was coming up for me. No possible properties or anything were coming up. I was getting very frustrated. So I just said, you know what, forget it. So I started procrastinating. And needless to say, she passed away. So she passed away actually today will be 1 year. I missed her. I miss her. She was very spunky, very sweet, older lady, very sweet lady. How's that? And she taught me a lot too. She had a lot of wisdom, so I would like go sit with her and talk with her, and that was something that I miss with my grandmother. So she was somebody that I went and talked to about certain things, and she was always saying stuff to me about why you're such a beautiful woman. Why don't you have a husband? Why you? It don't make no sense why you don't have a man right now, or why you don't have a husband right now. And I would tell her all the time, Miss, I'm gonna say her name is Miss Jones, was not understanding where I was coming from, and I was trying to work on myself. And she's like, "That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. You need a husband. You need a man." And I, by that time, I was like, "I'm not trying to get a man. I was not trying to find a husband. He needs to find me." Okay. So I decided I was gonna stop dating. I was gonna work on me, work on myself, get all of my things in order, all my ducks in a row, be a better person for me, love myself, practice self care, work on me, and all the other things will follow. And that's what I've chosen to do. And so I decided I was going to purchase my home, and I will probably end up using this as an income property sooner or later, and then purchase something else. But this is my starter home, and I absolutely love it. I really love my neighborhood. I love where I live. I love my home. I'm proud of my accomplishment. I don't care if anybody else is proud of me. I'm proud of me. And I can't say that was how I used to be. I can't say I was always a person that didn't care about what everybody else thought of me, because I was the person that cared about what people gonna say about me. What are people going to think about me? What are people going to think that I got a divorce? Who cares? Who cares? I don't care. And when I started not caring, I started to free myself. When I started to pray and give my life back to Christ the past few months ago, I feel more happier, freer. I just can't explain to you how great my life has become. And it's only because I made a choice. And everybody has a choice. You have a choice to either stay in the murky muck that you're in, or you can make a choice to better yourself, to live a better life. It only takes your choice. And so, needless to say, I am out here by my garden. I very disappointed right now because it's getting cold a lot of days now, and so the plants are dying on me. And I've noticed that I have some varmints out here eating up my food. I went to Atlanta for our 2024 Queen Crowning ceremony. It's been about 2 weeks now. We had our ceremony, and we also had our power speaker graduation, and I got certified now to be a power speaker for Black women who want more with Coach Rose, aka Coach Rose. Her name is Renee Toppin. She's awesome. But I came back from Atlanta, and my garden was so like just literally just I don't know. It just got like dead leaves. The leaves are gone and eaten up, and my produce. I got a few. I got had some cucumbers, some nice cute big cucumbers. But what I think I'm gonna do with those is pickle them. So I'm gonna pickle those and learn how to can and preserve. That's one of my next hobbies. So I'm going to do that. I have some peppers, sweet peppers, jalapeno peppers. I found one of my yellow bell peppers over on the other side of the backyard. So it looked like it was eaten off of. So I had some tomatoes. One of my tomatoes was bitten off of. And now I have a lot of cherry tomatoes that came in. So I'm very excited about those. So I'll post those pictures of my produce that I picked. And some cucumbers, like I said. And pretty much everything else is gone. So what my plan is for next year is start earlier because I started really late. And I said, like I said when I bought my house, I said I'll be darned. I'm going out there and I'm going to plant my garden. I'm gonna create a garden. And so I bought a little raised bed garden bed. It's small. And then I made some cute container gardens, little container gardens. So one of them I did with herbs because I plan on growing my own herbs so I can make herbal teas. That's something that I love to do. I make herbal teas, and so I needed my herbs for that. And it looks like they have eaten off. I don't know if it's the birds, squirrels, what, or just eating, having a good day with my garden. You hear me? Uh, I'm looking right now at it, and it looks like something has dug a hole in my garden in the dirt and took some of the cucumber and yeah. So I'm actually kind of ashamed to show you the how it looks now as opposed to how it was looking. Matter of fact, I'm going to post my videos as I went through the gardening process of when I started and then up to now. I'll go ahead and post that journey, my garden journey for this year on social media. I said I was starting a YouTube channel, so that's probably something that I could create a video and post for you. Um, but yeah, I'm so disappointed in how things are looking over here right now. So anyway, I planted some beets seeds and carrots and onion, some okra, cabbage. These are all foods that I eat. Um, I have decided that I need to take more better care of my health. So I have had chronic conditions, health conditions, for a very, very long time now. And I had type 2 diabetes, and I had hypertension, high cholesterol, autoimmune syndrome called a autoimmune disease called Sjogren's syndrome, which is something very I never even heard of. When they told me, I was like, the doctor immediately looked at my face and looked at my glands and said, "Have you ever been diagnosed for Sjogren's syndrome?" And I said, "No, what's that? Never heard of it." And he said, "Oh, let me test you for it." So they had to cut a slit in my inside of my lip, and this was a couple years ago, a few years ago, and I had to see a rheumatologist because they diagnosed me with Sjogren's syndrome. It's called It's spelled Sjogren's syndrome. Sjogren's syndrome. And so the rheumatologist put me on like prednisone to bring down the inflammation in my glands. My face was doing this some type of thing, and what it is it gives you dry eyes. Oh, that's the weather. That's the wind is blowing really really hard right now. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah. Thank you. Mm, okay. So anyway, I'm sorry. I just thank God for life. I thank Him for waking me up this morning, waking my family up this morning. Thank you, Lord. Thank you for nature and life. Thank you. It's so sad that a lot of people take life from you, and we have so much to be thankful for. Mm. So anyway, I I was what I was saying was the rheumatologist put me on some medications for the Sjogren's. Uh, I was on for my type 2 diabetes. I was on metformin, which is an oral medication, 2 shots a day for insulin. My sugar levels was always very high. Couldn't figure out why it was so high. It was my diet too, my diet was not good. I had a bad diet, eating. It's amazing how what we grew up on, it's not good for you. It's not good for you. And if you're gonna do it with proportion control. With us, I was raised up on like the meat, the vegetables were the least on your plate. And then you had all these carbs on your plate. Like heapings, well, I know for myself. When my children were growing up and I had a husband and a family at one point in time, and I was cooking for my family all the time, I was doing what I grew up on. So I was always frying chicken and making frying pork chops and smothered pork chops and uh, taking like heaps of rice and putting it on the plate. And you're only supposed to have a little bit of rice or a little bit of mashed potato, but I was always piling my husband's plate up with all this food. And then vegetables was like this little much. And yeah, he ate vegetables like greens, but it was always seasoned really, really a lot, and with the ham hock in it or the neck bones and all that other stuff. I didn't eat that, but he ate all that stuff, and it's just amazing what all the stuff we were eating. It was like, no wonder you have diabetes, Carmen. And so I decided that I was going to make a change in my life this past year. Um, and so my doctor decided that this sugar thing was just out of control. And so I decided I was gonna take a stand and tell him like, look, I'm getting ready to try a vegan diet. Can you help me with these sugar levels? So they put me on this shot once a week called Manjaro, and then told me to take metformin still and two shots a day. And I, at that time, over the past few years, I've been searching and searching and researching healthier lifestyles and healthier diets, holistic health. I've been very fortunate to have worked in the healthcare field. And yes, the healthcare field always pumps you with medications and always writing a prescription. And what I've learned from that is that that's not what I want my lifestyle to be about is prescription medication. So I started to seek out holistic remedies and holistic health. So I got into studying about Ayurveda. I started doing acupuncture. I started going to get massages more normally, regularly. I started slowly but surely drinking herbal teas and making my own teas to try to mm, figure out a way to heal my body and heal my life. And so um, I started taking classes on learning how to make different vegan options, um, plant based options. I've started classes on being a health coach, and I'm also studying to be an empowerment coach as well. And it's just been a lot on my plate that I've been trying to fit in with such little time that we have. I feel like I'm not gonna accomplish it all, but I started deciding that I was gonna take one bite at a time. Let me do one thing at a time. I got foundation here. Okay, now I got the foundation. I know what I need now to take care of myself. I've learned to stop being so hard on myself, stop beating myself up. I have achieved things. I am achieving things. And I'm taking my time, but also moving aggressively at the same time. And so um, I found this great woman that like talks to you about how to reverse your diabetes and stuff. So what happened was I started changing my diet and eating more healthier, and then I started learning that my sugars were going lower because I was like changed my diet, eating better, still on this insulin and all this diabetic medication. My sugar started lowering and going down all the time. So then I was having low sugars. And so I'm in a group called Black Women Who Want More. And part of Black Women Who Want More, we focus on every area of your life. We focus on our finances. We focus on our health and wellness. And we focus on our spirituality. We focus on our mental state and making our emotions stable, making we learn about all areas of your life. And so one of those areas, Coach Rose decided she wanted us to travel with her and see things. So she had a very great opportunity for us to take charge of our finances on one of our ways, because one thing is for sure, and this goes for everyone, you need to have more than one stream of income. You need to have multiple streams of income. I can't stress that enough. And you need some savings and some cash on hand. Okay, so one of those avenues was this juice. It's like it was a tea, and she was talking about this tea and how this tea is healthy for you. And I was like, I'll be a customer and purchase this tea. And do you know when I bought that tea, it was like detoxing my body every day and making me feel so much better, and cleaning my body out. And but it was a gentle cleanse. I do cleanses a lot. I do a lot of detox cleanses. I've decided that I'm just going to really focus on doing them for each season. So winter, spring, summer, fall, and because your body changes during those seasons, so you have to uh, feed your body what you need in that time of season, and you need to fill your body with those nutrients. And so what I did was I started taking that tea, and the tea was um, very good for me, and it also lowered my sugar. And so what happened was my doctor said, what are you doing?" When I came back, because my sugars were always low, very low, like going so low down. And that was because I was drinking the tea plus the Manjaro plus the oral medication, metformin, plus the 2 shots a day during meals. And so what happened was she decided to take me off of the insulin shots and the metformin and one of my blood pressure medications. And so only thing I've been doing is taking the Manjaro shot. And so what happened was um, we have this new product that we're selling called Gigi Juice, and actually it has been amazing. And so what happened was I decided that I was not going to take the medication because the ingredients in it is lowering your sugar levels. And so Gigi Juice has been a blessing in my life. And so I'm saying this because it's a story. I was so stuck on the prescription medication, and I was like, well, Gigi Juice helps you lose weight, and it helps you with lowering your sugar. It helps with inflammation in your body. It helps you with sleeping better. It helps you with circulation, digestive issues that you may have. It has so many it has 8 ingredients in it that are superfoods, and they are beneficial to your body. It is a plant-based product. And during this time out of selling it, I have said, I can't sell something that I don't know nothing about, as far as be a testimony for the product, because I can't just tell people that this is a good product for them and I haven't tried it myself. And but I was like, I'm on this Manjaro, and I know if I do Manjaro and Gigi Juice, it's going to be too low, and that's dangerous. So my plan was to talk to my physician about taking the Gigi Juice, because all of my Black women who want more sisters have started taking Gigi Juice. They are selling it, and it's doing very well. And they are selling it, they are taking it personally, and they are losing weight. they have lost a lot of weight. Some of them are losing weight. One of my Gigi's sisters has thrown away her medications. She was on blood hypertension. She had hypertension, and she was on blood pressure medication. And when we were in Atlanta, she decided that she was not going to be on those medications anymore. Um, Matter of fact, that was Naperville when they came for our meet and greet in Chicago and Naperville. Uh, Coach Sheila decided she was going to throw away all of her prescription medicine because Gigi Juice has maintained her weight, and it has improved her blood pressure. She takes her blood pressure every day. She posted online all the time about how her blood pressure is normal, and it's all because she's been drinking Gigi Juice. So it's a great product. It is a great product. And so I get say that all to say that uh, my Manjaro is very much in demand. I hear squirrels or something. I don't know what's going on. I keep hearing them. Yeah. Yep, I see them over there. But what happened was I started taking Gigi Juice, and I'm on it now because my Manjaro is so in demand that I have had a problem refilling my prescription for my Manjaro. My Manjaro has helped me lose over 40 pounds. Yes, I must say that is a testimony. I have lost a lot of weight on Manjaro. Um, However, I was taking Manjaro for diabetes, but it's such in demand now because there are a lot of people out there trying to lose weight that they are taking Manjaro to lose weight, which means that the people that have diabetes, like myself, are not able to fill out prescriptions for the Manjaro. This is the third time out of the 1 year I've been on Manjaro now. 1 year. This is the third time that I have had to wait until the prescription is off back order. The first two times I waited over a month. Both of those times I waited over a month for them to refill my Manjaro prescription. And when they did that, that meant that everything that I had done, I had to start over again on the dosages because it'll mess with your stomach very bad if you can't tolerate it and not taking it on a monthly basis. So I, this time around, made a decision that I want my sugar levels to maintain normal or stable now because Manjaro has helped me stabilize my blood sugar. My blood sugars have gone down tremendously from like 400 to now 100s. And so I was like, now the pharmacy is telling me it's on back order again. They don't know when it will be able to come in. And then what do I do in the meantime? I get high sugar again. This time I said I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try this Gigi Juice. And while I'm waiting on this back order for this Manjaro, I may as well give it a shot and see if it works. So I have been on Gigi Juice for 2 weeks. They have told me 2 weeks ago that my Manjaro is on back order, and I called even today to see is it any status, how's the status on it, what's going on. It's like it's still on back order. They don't know when I will be able to get my medication, but they'll definitely send me a message in my chart when it's ready for pickup. So for 2 weeks, I was like 2 weeks ago, I said, I don't want my sugar levels to go back high again. I want to maintain normal sugar levels because when I tell you my sugar levels are under control now, and that makes me feel so much better. I don't feel sick like I used to feel. I have energy now. I feel amazing. I absolutely feel amazing. And I want to maintain feeling amazing. So I said, well, I have to make sure because my initial goal is to become prescription free, where I'm not prescribed any medication anymore. And I'm on the road to that. And I said I want to be able to do like they used to do back in the day. I remember my grandmother had no health issues. She had no health issues. She had a garden. She worked out in her garden a lot, a lot. That was her exercise, I believe. And she got a lot of vitamin C, like I'm getting today. Vitamin D, I mean, vitamin D. Like she was in sun, and she, very beautiful woman, by the way. I miss her dearly. And she made her food from her garden. She made herbal remedies, uh, medicine, herbal medicine. And that's what I have a passion for as well now, is making products that are going to heal my body, making foods that will heal my body, making drinks and juices and teas that will heal my body. And that's where I am right now. And so what I decided to do is take the Gigi juice to see what everybody is talking about. See if there's a real rave about what is really going on with Gigi juice, because I want to see if it really, really works. Because I gotta try things. I can't just go by what people tell me. I want to see it for myself, and I want to see what they are so excited about. I mean, you should see these ladies on their lives talking about Gigi juice, talking about how they love Gigi juice and how it makes them feel great and wake up feeling amazing and wake up with energy to start their day, and how their sugar levels are normal and how their blood pressure is normal. And I was like, I don't have nothing else to lose. I don't have the Manjaro prescription right now. Don't know when it's coming in. I am going to try this Gigi juice. So that's what I did. And I've been on it for 2 weeks. Uh, I actually brought it out here with me because I'm going to take it before I go back in the house and finish working today. There's my Gigi juice right there. Beautiful. Beautiful yellow color, golden color. That's probably from the turmeric that's in it. So it has a lot of properties in it that is very healthy for you. It's all plant based, actually, and that's why I am in support of it, because I don't believe in putting bad things too much in my body anymore. I don't want to. I have been against prescription medication for so long, and I have fought tooth and nail with my doctors about taking all these prescription medications, because I I started out as a medical assistant. I've already told you my age is 50, so I was gonna say I don't want to date my age, but um, when I was in my 19-year-old, 20-year-old stage, I got an associate degree and I was a medical assistant. and I worked in the hospital, and I worked around. I worked in different specialties actually. Um, that's for another day. But I was a medical assistant, and I worked around diabetic patients, and I would have to ask them for their medications. And so a lot of the patients would bring in a bag full of medication, and then I would have to write down. Back then, we didn't have my chart or the computer where you could type in what the medications were, or after that, we would have to literally write down every medication. And sometimes these people have 50 medications going on. And I would ask them, what is this one for? And what's that one for? And then they would say, oh, I have to take this because the other medication is the side effects for that. So I had to take that to offset the side effects from that. And then this medication is because I'm taking this and that. And I said, you taking all these medications because they have side effects? I'm sorry, I have something burning in my eye. I don't know what it is. But so I always looked at them and said, I'm never going to be that person where I'm on all of these medications. And then half of them are because they prescribed something for me, and now I have to take something else because that prescription that you prescribed for me is going to make you do this and do that. So you got to take this to help with that. And I'm like, I won't be that person. And I have been on a quest for the past, I've been diagnosed with diabetes for over 15 to 20 years now. 15 to 20 years, I've been a diabetic. So I've been on a quest for the past 10 years to figure out how to heal my body and reverse diabetes from my life. hmm to get off all the medications that I'm on. It makes no sense to be on medication that long. So I've decided I am going to find healthy products, plant based products that are going to help me heal. And so with the Gigi juice, I've decided to take. I want to say that my sugar levels have been normal. And that's the reason why I'm saying this to you. It's normal. I'm not taking this for weight loss. However, weight loss is one of our main things that Gigi Juice helps. It has 8 superfoods. So it's ginger, cayenne pepper, wild kombu, ashwagandha, uh, ginger root, turmeric, lemon, and I'm missing one more. Hmm, I'm missing one more. I do. Let me check. Let me see. I got the product here. It's a product. It's a powder, and you mix it with water, a shot of a glass of water, and you mix it up real good, and you take a shot. Take your shot. We call it shots fired. Shots fired. So it's really good for you. But the product itself, it's got, like I said, ginger, ashwagandha, turmeric. Oh, the one I was missing was barberry root. Barberry root is derived from the berberine. And berberine is supposed to help you with sugar levels, weight loss, and all kind of properties. Wild Atlantic kombu is also called, uh, it's a sea kelp. Yeah, sweet sea kelp. And it helps with all your minerals like your iron and magnesium. It has vitamins in the wild kombu. Um, the ginger helps. If anybody knows, ginger is great for a lot of things. It helps. I drink ginger tea, but ginger is good for antibacterial properties. It's good for digestion. I take it a lot when I have stomach issues. It helps relieve your stomach issues. It helps with, you know, it helps with nausea. A lot of people drink ginger for when they're on, they're pregnant, they have nausea. Yeah. And so, uh, yeah, all of these products are great for you. Turmeric is very good for you. I do turmeric with everything. I put it in a lot of my food. I make a lot of soups and stews, uh, vegan soups and stews, and so I put turmeric in it, and it's an inflammatory, and it helps with inflammation, pain, arthritis. So that's a good thing. Let's see what else we got in here. Cayenne pepper is good for your metabolism. It helps improve your circulation, and it's good for metabolism. I use cayenne pepper in another product that I use. I do. Um, it's called a. It's when I do my detox cleanses. One of my mentors, Queen Afua, I always call her a mentor because she taught me about holistic living and living a holistic life. So I'm so grateful for her knowledge and her wisdom. So I still um, go by a lot of principles that Queen Afua taught me about holistic health and wellness, holistic living, um, a holistic lifestyle. And so one of her recipes we have is I drink it in the morning, first thing in the mornings with some olive oil and cayenne pepper and lemon. And it's very nasty for you, but it's so uh, beneficial, very beneficial to you. And so I use cayenne pepper, and this actually has cayenne pepper in it. So Gigi Juice has cayenne pepper. It's very good for you with improving the circulation, and it increases metabolism, like I said. And then the ashwagandha is very good because it helps relieve stress, anxiety. It's very good for you. It helps with sleeping, you know. So it has a lot of great properties. Ashwagandha. So, and I think I got everything. Oh, the eighth one. Can't forget this one is apple cider vinegar. ACV. Apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar I use on my salads. I use it, make it with a salad dressing. It's very good for you. It's a very healthier way than all the salad dressings that you use. But if you use salad dressing, that's fine. I don't down anybody about their food choices. I just want to make sure you know what's beneficial for you and healthier for you. But I don't down a person if I see them eating something that's not so good for you. However, my loved ones know that I will say, that's not pretty good for you. It's not. Not everything is good for you, but I don't down or judge anybody. Those were the words I was thinking of. Judge. I don't. I try not to judge. However, I will suggest that maybe with that bad piece of candy or whatever you're eating, can you try to add on some water with that or add on something healthier than your whole diet full of hot chips, Snickers, and Twinkies. Balance it out a little and eat some carrots. this evening for dinner or with dinner or eat an apple sometime as well, and not all the chips and Twinkies, candy, and stuff that we consume. And don't get me wrong, I am guilty of it myself. It is. There are times where I have to have chips. I feel like I have to have it. You don't have to have it, but I feel like I have to have the chips. So I love guacamole with chips. So, you know, the guacamole is very good for you, by the way. Be careful of what you put in it, though. That makes it not healthy, like all the salt and all of that. But avocado is good for you. So chips, not so much. And so that's something that I plan on doing. I have a dehydrator, so I plan on dehydrating a lot of my vegetables and things so I can make kale chips and different types of chips. Yeah. So I think I've said enough about eating healthy today, but I will be back on talking about health and wellness. I will be back talking about being grateful and how we need to help with our lifestyle, your whole life. So, um, with that said, I've talked long enough. It's been almost an hour and almost time for me to go back in and finish working for the day. So, I'm going to take my GG juice shot and let's see if I can situate this so I don't, yeah. So make sure it's all mixed because sometimes it goes settles to the bottom. Mm. So this is going on my third week of GG juice. So hopefully I'm not shaking y'all. So, um, but yeah, it's my third week and I'm very pleased with it. So if you all are needing to lose some weight, needing to improve some circulation, needing to improve your digestion, need to improve your anxiety and stress, if you need to stabilize those blood sugars for the people that are battling those type of chronic conditions, try some Gigi juice. Give me a call or call me. You can reach me at 312-723-6228 if you want to purchase some of my Gigi juice. And if you want to reach out, you just comment in the comments and let me know and inbox me your cell phone number or your information so we could get you started with GG Juice. That'll be great. But I'm so excited for this that I found. Mm. So I want to give you this disclaimer. GG Juice don't taste all that great. It don't taste good, but it's good for you. So after that, I try to drink some water. Mm, I'm sorry, y'all. It's so nasty. I'm drooling. But you know what? I've started to say, even though it's nasty, I know what it's doing for me, and it's making me feel much better. I'm trying to get the residue off the glass because it's settled at the bottom. I'm just gonna. Alrighty. So I've learned a while ago, and I learned this because when I was doing my detox cleanse with Queen Afua, her products are nasty, but they made me feel so much better, and it healed things in me. So I was like, okay, well, the nastier the better, huh? Seriously, everything that you eat and drink, even if it's nasty, it's good for you. 9 times out of 10, the stuff we love to eat, the sugar and all that, ain't good for you. So you know what I'm talking about. The good stuff is always a lot of time not good for you. I'm just saying, but I digress. Gigi juice is good for you. It helps with a lot of issues. So if you're interested, like I said, give me a call or reach out to me on Facebook or Instagram, and I look forward to helping you on your health journey as well. Thank you. You have a blessed day today. All my Chicago people, enjoy this beautiful weather because it's getting ready to get cold. We have had a great October actually, but it's getting ready to get cold. I feel it. I know it. And they said it's getting ready to get cold after tomorrow. So we got today left and tomorrow. So I said that this evening, after I get done with work, I'm going to come back out here and water my garden. And I'm going to nurture my garden like I'm trying to nurture my body. And whatever is green in there still, I am going to nurture it. And I'm not going to throw it away just because it's dying or it's sick or it looks like it's nothing else growing on it. I'm going to continue to nurture it, and I think one of the things that I love about gardening is it makes me realize that it's just like me. I am taking care of me and my body and nurturing it, and now I have something else to nurture. And I look at the plant growing just like I look at myself growing. I'm growing. I'm evolving. I am truly blessed and highly favored. I love you all. There's nothing you can do about it. I ask that you please take a step today and think about something that you are grateful for. One thing that you're grateful for. If you're having a bad day today, stop, take a deep breath. I thought today my daughter is the most beautiful person I've ever seen in my life. One of my most beautiful creations. God's creation, but me and her father's creation, however. And I just look at her and I say she is such a beautiful woman. And today she posted a video and she was on her way to work and she was saying how you take a deep breath in and take a deep breath out. And she was talking about how we hate going into that job sometimes, you know what I mean? And so I thought about that when she was talking and I said, even though we may have a bad day, regardless if we're having a bad day or not, let's think about one thing you're grateful for or blessed to have in your life. One thing that's good going on. There's something good that happened today. Whether it could just be that God woke you up this morning. That's a blessing in itself. He woke you up. Boy, I could get on that for a long time, and I promise you I won't, because this video will be so long. But I'm grateful, grateful. So I think I'm gonna have something like each day I'm going to have a day where I come on and I talk about one thing that day that will help improve your life as well as mine. So one day it could be about being grateful. And we could share, you could share with me what you're grateful for, and I could share with you what I'm grateful for that day. Um, I'm thinking about also maybe one day just talking about health and wellness, something healthy, something great. I think what I'm also going to do is try to figure out something physically active in your life that you need to do to get your body moving. And that includes your mind and your brain. So even if it's something that has to do with a craft that you do, or puzzles that you do, or something that gets you going to improve your life. I don't know. I think that's a good thing. So I'm going to get off now, and I wish you all a very beautiful day and very blessed day. I love you all. Take care. Goodbye.